Hi, I'm Michael Gaddis of Frontier Loan Group. I'm here with Monica Caraballo, Associate Broker of Frontier Loan Group, and we want to talk a little bit today about a case study that we have. We like to call ourselves the loan doctors because we frequently run into kind of a little bit more difficult loan scenarios. So we want to share one with you, and Monica's going to tell us a little bit about one that she just recently closed. So Monica, tell us a little bit about this one.
Will do. Hello, everyone. Recently, I was called from a prospective client who had been in escrow for 3 months, believe it or not, and they hadn't closed their deal because they were having difficulties with their loan scenario. They called me because they were in jeopardy of losing their home and the loan. In fact, the loan was denied, and it was denied for numerous reasons, primarily amended tax returns.
Wow.
And amended tax returns can be problematic for some lenders, and in this case cost them the whole entire deal. They called us and said, what can you do? We're absolutely in love with this home. We've got a lot invested in this home emotionally and financially already, and we don't want to lose our down payment or the earnest money deposit. So we quickly received the file. We asked for the file to look at it so we can do our analysis to see what we can do. And as you know, Michael, we go through the file extensively and do what we call forensic analysis on it before we can properly diagnose what we can do and prescribe the prescription for the remedy. And once we went through the file, I quickly saw some opportunities on how we can restructure this and potentially make it go. We called them the next day and said, listen, we think we can do this still. However, we might need to restructure it a little bit. And both parties, both selling and buying agencies were a little hesitant. We definitely had to talk to them and assure them where we saw the potential, how we could fix it, and how this could be done within 21 days or less. I was a little nervous to commit to 21 days knowing that we had to go through another appraisal and we had to do quite a few steps to make this happen. But with our level of expertise and the fact that we've done this numerous times, we knew we could get it done. And within 21 days, in fact, the day I actually quoted them that we could potentially close, our clients were signing. We didn't close on that day, but they signed on that day, and that had nothing to do with our end, so they were happy. I was most excited about taking this deal because there was a couple purchasing this home and wanting to secure this loan, and the gentleman had said, listen, this is my longtime girlfriend of 10 years, and I need this loan to close because I dreamt of proposing to her the moment we get the keys. In fact, I already have the ring, and we want to get married in this home. So emotionally, I became invested on wanting to make this work for them. And when they sent me a picture yesterday of him proposing in their new home, that just brings like tears to my eyes and warms my heart because that's the reward of what we get to do.
Right.
Even though it's stressful, it's 21 days of pure chaos and making sure that we can get it done and really carrying the weight of this on our shoulders, we get it done.
Well, I think in summary, there's a couple issues that we had to overcome in here. Number one, we had the amended tax return issue.
Yeah.
That was the other lender. It literally broke the other lender apart.
Killed the deal.
He wasn't able to do it, and after 3 months struggling in an escrow, and you know how stressful it can be to be in escrow alone, but to have it linger on for 3 months, you can imagine how the seller and the seller's agent were at that point. Plus, the buyer's agent was getting a little antsy as well.
He wasn't a broker, though. Let me just add that. He wasn't a broker. And
the other loan officer?
Yes, he was not a broker. And I think, he didn't have...
That does make a big difference.
Yeah, he didn't have the arms.
And you don't have the options that we have.
No.
The other issue that Monica didn't mention that they were having with this particular file was that one of the buyers had multiple sources of income.
Oh, right.
She had 4 different jobs, and the other lender was having difficulty getting all of that income counted into the income calculations.
Sure.
So, and that's partly because, as Monica mentioned, when you have only, if you're a direct lender or you only have a limited source of banks, you're stuck with the underwriting requirements of that particular bank and how they calculate income and how they source it. So,
not to mention there was rental income associated with this file.
Right.
As well.
So that makes it even more difficult when you have elements of rental income. So So this was a complex file. Fortunately, when we received it, they had collected most of the data already, so we already had almost a complete file. So when we got the file, as she's mentioned, we were able to vet it really well. We were able to go through it, identify all potential issues, and then try to find ways to get around it. And that's exactly what Monica did. And that's why she was so confident when she told them, I can do this in 3 weeks. In fact, they were so skeptical, they called me and told me, Monica said that you could close this deal in 3 weeks. And I said, well, Monica said that, then we probably can do it. Yeah. And, because Monica does spend a lot of time, and she likes to err on the side of caution. So if she said 3 weeks, then by damn, she's going to do 3 weeks.
Yes.
And so, after, kind of calming them down and getting them aboard, sure enough, they were signing docs on the 21st day, the exact day she said it would close, they were signing docs. So, so that's one of those things. Will back there is clapping for us. But I just want to say that this is one of the reasons why we call ourselves the loan doctors. Mm-hmm. We call ourselves the loan doctors because, like in this situation, it's almost like this loan was brought into our ER. We had to figure out if we could do it or not, and then we revived it. We basically made a deal where a deal was falling apart. Yeah. Now everybody's happy. The buyer's happy. The seller's happy. Both sets of agents are happy.
They're engaged.
And they're engaged. Right. I mean, they're really happy. So that's why it's really, really important when you select a loan officer that you really pick someone that knows how to get deals done. Yeah. There's a lot of people who know how to pre-qualify people, but there's a difference between pre-qualifying and taking that loan all the way to funding, and that's what we do here at Frontier Loan Group. So Monica, I want to thank you on your success of this particular situation, and this ends the case study for the amended tax return. So thank you very much for watching.
Bye everyone.